Good morning, I'm Kristina Norris.
And I'm Jayden, Vincent, and welcome to the December 18th KUBZ news broadcast.
In our first story, we take a look at some of our students' dream jobs.
Hi, I'm Samantha Busadre, and today we're going to take you through the high school to see students' dream jobs.
My dream job is to be the President of the United States. Why? Because I think I'm better than all those political people. Or psychology.
My dream job is to be an athletic trainer. I want to be that because it is fun, it helps people play sports, and I love sports, and it just is something to do in life.
My dream job is a psychiatrist because I like talking to people and socializing, and they make bank.
My name is Blake King. I want to be a professional snowboarder because it's fun, I get to do tricks, and there's a lot of adrenaline.
My dream job would be to be a pilot of a plane because I'd be in the air flying, and that's always kind of been my dream since I was a little kid.
My dream job would be criminal prosecuting attorney because I like watching crime shows, and it's always been a job that's interested me, and I like to prove my point.
I would like to be President of the United States for a dream job because it takes a lot of leadership and people don't know what they're doing these days, and I like to run against Nani.
And that was our story on students' dream jobs. Now back to you.
So what's your dream job?
What I'm doing right now.
Do you have trouble keeping organized? If so, listen up. We talked to some people about how they stay on top of things.
Hi, my name is Ariana Hearn, and today we asked staff and students how they stay organized.
I stay organized by keeping 2 binders in my backpack, one for white day, one for blue day, and then I have a calendar at home that I can erase and update whenever I need to.
I use a lot of different systems. I write lists. I try to keep lists in my head. Right now, my biggest problem is that I'm also have my phone, and I'm like everybody else, I'm trying to get used to phone technology, and so sometimes I'm writing on paper and it's on there, and sometimes it's in my phone, and sometimes I get mixed up on not getting it in both places, and so that's my challenge right now, is just making the transition from paper lists to reminders in the phone. So. Anyway, that's how I stay organized.
I stay organized by keeping notes, and I have an agenda that I write like when I have tests and homework, and I do all my homework, and I always make sure I have like pencils and stuff, and I'm ready for the day.
How do I stay organized? It is a struggle for me, so I have to employ a lot of different strategies, and my strategies at school are different from my strategies at home. At home I have a set routine, so I know that, for instance, every Friday is laundry day. And I'm really lucky that my husband actually has a set menu, so I know that, for instance, every Monday is bean burrito night, so I can always have my groceries and my laundry organized at home. At school it's more tough because there's a lot of different stuff happening, so I keep a planner. It's like a plan book, but it's more like a student planner than a teacher planner because I have bigger spaces to write in. And I just try to keep that open on my desk, and it is full of reminders of what I need to do every day to stay organized.
Well, hopefully some of those ideas help you stay organized. Now back to the studio.
I'm staying more organized this year by having less crap in my bag.
I'm staying organized just by not doing things, like homework.
Now that 2017 is coming to an end, let's look back at some of the trends from this year.
Yo, this is Maggie Watts, and welcome to my crib. We're gonna show you some interesting new trends in our hometown.
I've noticed the off-shoulder look, and a lot of people are wearing camo and ripped jeans.
A popular trend is probably like the Converses, because like most of the girls have those, a lot of them.
I've noticed a lot of camo, of course, a lot of curved bill baseball caps, and like lots of like sheer clothing, so like black see-through materials over things.
I don't like the braided brow trend or like the wavy brow or like the wavy makeup. I think it's really dumb and not useful.
The Romeos and the camo and Sedro, it's insane.
I'm into the sheer clothing and the hats. Not sure how I feel about the camo, kind of iffy on it, but other than that, like, do you, wear what you want.
And the 2 braids, the Dutch braids, a lot of people have those too.
Personally, I do. Like my off-shoulder look, I'm not a really big fan of camo, but you know, if you rock it, you can wear it. So you do you.
Well, that was our 2017 trend wrap up. Back to the studio.
Looks like I'm staying trendy.
Good for you, Jayden.
Lately in the science meeting, there's been a whole lot of heat and the stench of propane.
So we sent our news crews down to see what was smoking up the hall.
Hello, Sedro-Woolley High School. This is Anahi, and have you ever been born in science? Because I know I have. But let's take a look at the fun side of it.
This lab is really just the culmination of us learning a little bit about some different compounds made of non-metals that are bonded together, and they have some distinct properties which we wanted to look at here in the lab.
You had to get your arms wet so you wouldn't burn yourself, and then you would grab the bubbles, and then Miss Knight held a stick with a candle, and then you'd put the bubbles over it.
The other things we did is we looked at some different organic compounds, mostly alcohols. We had 8 different compounds that we were looking at.
No serious injuries. I've had fringed, like burned, like burned hair and burned eyebrows and stuff, but no skin burns or anything like that. So
I wasn't scared before, but then after when I burnt my arms, I wasn't very happy.
one of the traits of these organic substances is that they burn really easily, and the natural gas mixture burns really, really fast.
I hope that changed your mind. See you next time.
That looks a little scary.
It is, but it was a lot of fun.
Oh, there are secret places all over here. No one knows about them except us. And we're going to show you guys. So come on, follow along. Stay quiet. We started with going under the school. And to guide us, we have Mr. Mccartt.
So here you can see when the little theater was built, they actually built like this for kids doing makeup and things like that, see?
But why did we stop using a perfectly fine room?
And then this used to be the girls' bathroom, but it flooded and got a lot of sewage down here. And then a couple of years ago, they found a homeless person living in here.
Poop and poor people? Heck no.
All right, so now, back that way, what I was told by one of the janitors, you can actually go back through that way and get under where the old school used to be. We can actually go back there. I don't think we'll do that.
For the people that do try, watch out for the pipes. They're extremely hot.
I'm Mr. Huggins I'm the assistant librarian here at the high school. I graduated in 1977, and for those of you who can't count, it was the Dark Ages. So.
That's a lot of yearbooks. Must have some older stories and rumors about this place.
So there were several stories going around when I was in high school about different things. One of them still exists today, and that's the story about the swimming pool. I've heard lots of varying stories on it, that it's underneath underneath this room, and I've also heard that it's underneath the old gymnasium, which is where the band room and the choir room are now. In reality, what it was that they were going to put a swimming pool under the gym when they designed it. That was a big thing in the 50s, to have the swimming pool underneath the gymnasium floor, and then the gymnasium floor would pull back and people could swim. And they didn't have the money to pull it off, so they did away with the plan. But the plan was on paper; it just never got built. So that's where the rumor began.
These are great rumors, but I get the feeling there's something else.
The story is that there were dead bodies underneath the main part of the school. There used to be a cafeteria underneath the old entrance, and that's been closed off for years. And they said that there were dead bodies down there, and I never really wanted to know, so never was on any of the expeditions to find them. Some kids went on expeditions to try and find the dead bodies. The story that I mostly remember is that that there was supposed to be a dead guy underneath this part of the school here, and the library end of the school, and that he had a legion of rats, and this is where it ties into the movie Ben with with Michael Jackson is that this dead guy had this army of rats that would come up during the night and invade the school and everything, and then they would go back down underneath the school in the daytime. So those are the two main stories that I've heard about the school.
The team looked for these rats and these dead bodies all night, but unfortunately we came up empty-handed. Well, those were some of the few places we know around here. There's still others, but you have to go find them yourselves. So, happy searching. Oh, and try not to tell everybody, okay? Just between us.
Hey, not cool.
For our last story, we asked some people what makes the holiday special for them.
Hey, I'm Gabrielle Richardson, and me and Elise Gamson went around interviewing students with Christmas spirit. Hope you enjoy.
The best Christmas gift I've ever gotten was this year. I got a brand new snowboard, and it was really expensive, and it's really pretty.
Ariana Grande tickets.
The best Christmas gift that I have ever gotten was the Max puppy dog from The Grinch. It was a stuffed animal.
I got an easy bake oven when I was younger, and I thought that was cool.
Probably my mom jumping like Elf onto the Christmas tree and like knocking it down.
Getting pushed into Big Lake on Christmas. We were out by the water and just got pushed right in. Didn't even expect it, just full close, and I was really upset.
We were driving to my grandpa's house in our truck because there was a lot of snow on the ground, and we had the presents in the bed of the truck and we thought they would stay, but we were driving and we hit a bump and literally all of the presents flew out of the truck and we had to get out in the snow and pick them all up, and all the wrapping paper was soaked and everything was kind of ruined. But
I was sledding and I was going down a dirt hill that had snow on it, and the snow ran out and I got dirt on my butt and everybody thought I pooped myself, but I didn't. It was just dirt.
The funniest thing was one year I was unwrapping presents with my cousins, and one of my cousins got super excited and just started unwrapping everybody's presents because she thought they were hers.
Hanging out with my family.
I'm most excited probably for the dinner, and I'm most excited for my birthday, which is the day after.
Me getting to wear my ugly sweaters because I've won the ugly sweater contest here 2 years in a row. So I mean.
Well, this Christmas I am going to Hawaii with my family and to eat cookies.
So we celebrate St. Lucia every year, which is a Swedish tradition where a girl in the family wears a crown of holly on her head and candles and walks around and serves cookies and coffee to the people in the family. And in Sweden, they actually have a couple days without sunlight. And so the idea of St. Lucia is that she's bringing back the light.
We go to my aunt's house every year for breakfast.
For dinner, we always have a German dinner for my dad's background.
One of the traditions my family and I have every year for Christmas is we do a secret Santa at my grandpa and grandma's house.
Our family used to own a restaurant in Mount Vernon called the Sagers, and all of our family would get together there and we'd have a huge dinner the night before Christmas. So.
Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a good Christmas.
That is our last broadcast for this year. We will be back in 2018 with some more stories.
Have a fun and safe winter break, Sedro-Woolley.
Bye-bye.